Welcome to my lesson video on the 5.2 lesson. So if you have your notes packet, you can flip to the 5.2 lesson. Real quick before we get started on the lesson, I have a few vocabulary words that I want to review with you. Yesterday in class we talked about a unit rate, and remember that is the ratio that compares two quantities, and the denominator is always 1. So for example, 60 miles per hour would be a unit rate, $2.79 per meal would be another unit rate. Unit rates make it really easy for you to compare different quantities. So a lot of times if you're buying something, you'll want to figure out what the unit rate is, so that way you can determine what kind of quantities that you want to buy of the item. And then the second word, this is what we're talking about today, proportion. And it is an equation stating two ratios are equivalent. So a proportion stating two ratios that are equivalent, so for example, 2/3 would be equal to 4/6, they would be proportional to each other. Alright, so in your notes, the 5.2 lesson on proportions, the key idea is a proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equivalent. Two quantities that form a proportion are considered proportional. So we would say 2 to 3 as 4 to 6, so those two would be proportional to each other. In class, we watched this equal ratios video, but next up, example 1. There's a couple different ways that you can determine whether these ratios form a proportion. The first strategy that you could use to determine whether these two ratios are equal to each other, meaning that they'll then form a proportion, is to take the top number divided by the bottom number. So if I take 6 divided by 4, that gives me 1.5. Well then if I take 8 divided by 12, that gives me 0.6 repeating. Those two have to equal each other in order for the ratios to be equal each other. Since they don't equal each other, then my answer would be no, they do not form a proportion with each other. Okay, you can pause the video and do each of these on your own. To check each of these, 1 divided by 2 would be 0.5, 5 divided by 10 would be 0.5, so my answer would be yes, those would be proportional to each other. 4 divided by 6 is 0.6 repeating. 18 divided by 24 would be 0.75. Those do not equal each other, so no, those would not form a proportion. 10 divided by 3 would be 3.3 repeating. 5 divided by 6 would be 0.83 repeating. Those do not equal each other, so no, they would not form a proportion. And I could actually already tell on this one, because if you have a big number and a small number, and then you have a small number and a big number, I know that they're not going to equal each other, so I could have actually said no just by looking at that one. Last one, 25 divided by 20 is 1.25. 15 divided by 12 is also 1.25, so I would say yes, those are proportional to each other. So next up, tell whether x and y form a proportion. And I'm going to tell you, when we have tables like this and we want to determine if they're proportional or not, always take always take y divided by x. You will understand later this chapter why you want to do always y divided by x, but just take my word for it. When we're checking, we always want to take my y number divided by my x number. So the first one here, 1/2 I could change to 0.5, so I want to take 3 divided by 0.5 and I get 6. Well, now I need to check the next one. 6 divided by 1 is also 6. 3 over 2 is actually 1.5, so 9 divided by 1.5 is 6. And I know 12 divided by 2 is also 6, so because all of these equal the exact same thing when I take y divided by x, I would say yes, they are proportional to each other. Alright, you can pause the video and do this one on your own. Make sure you're doing y divided by x. Alright, when you do y divided by x, 12 divided by 1 gives you 12. 24 divided by 2 gives you 12. 48 divided by 4 gives me 12. And 72 divided by 6 also gives me 12. So these would be a proportional table for birdhouses built and the number of nails used. Another way that you can solve and see whether proportions are proportional or not is to use this method called cross products. And I actually like this method because some of the times I can do it in my head. So for example, if I multiply 2 times 6, that equals 12, and if I multiply 4 times 3, that also equals 12. So because they equal the same thing on each side, that means that they would be proportional to each other. The only exception would be you can't have your bottom number being 0 in either fraction, because remember that does not work. You cannot divide by 0, it gives you an error message. So example 3, you swim 4 laps in 2.4 minutes. You complete 16 laps in 12 minutes. Is the number of laps proportional to your time? Well, I'm going to use cross products. So I'm going to multiply those numbers together and see if they equal the same thing. Well, 4 times 12 is 48, and 2.4 times 16 is 38.4. Clearly, they don't equal the same thing, so then I would say no, the number of laps is not proportional to your time. And it makes sense in this situation. As you keep swimming laps, you're going to get tired, and you're probably going to slow down how fast you're swimming. So that's why it's most likely not going to be proportional unless you are a really trained swimmer and you can maintain your same speed lap after lap after lap. You can pause the video and try this one on your own. Alright, you read 20 pages in 25 minutes. You read 36 pages in 45 minutes. Let's try cross products to see if they equal each other. 20 times 45 would be 900. 25 times 36 would also be 900. Because they equal the same thing, I would say yes, the number of pages read is proportional to the time. Alright, next up, you should open up your bigideasmath.com, log in with Clever, and then click on Assignments, and then click on the pencil for this homework assignment, which is 5.2 lesson. So the first question says, what does it mean for 2 ratios to form a proportion? That means that both ratios are equal, so you would select the first one. Second one says, what are 2 ways you can tell that 2 ratios form a proportion? Well, one way we know is to compare them using cross products, which we just talked about. But then the other way is to compare the ratios in simplest form. I don't really do that. I usually use the division method to do it, but that is another way that you can tell whether they are proportional or not. Next one, which ratios are equivalent to 3/5? Well, I know 3/4, 3/5 would be 0.6. 3/4 is 0.75, so no. 5 divided by 3 would be 1.6 repeating, so that would not equal it. 5 divided by 7 would be 0.714, and so on. That would not be equivalent. 6 divided by 10 is 0.6, so I would check that one. And 12 divided by 20 is also 0.6, so I would check that one. Please continue completing that homework assignment, and if you have any questions, just let me know.